evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a special congratulations to my fellow classmates of 2021. I cannot express in words the feelings of gratitude and privilege to have been afforded this opportunity to not only find my voice, but to also find out who I am as a leader, an employee, a colleague, a friend, and a mother. On the 4th of March 2001, I received an email from Kristen in our HR advising me that I've been nominated with others for this Rotary Leadership Development Program. Honestly, I was reluctant. I remember drafting an email to my direct manager saying, "Sir, I'm really humbled and honored that I've been nominated for this great opportunity to improve my leadership growth. However, I was just approved for bursary to do my postgrad diploma in risk management. And this requires me to do 5 modules in 1 year. I'm a single mother." Okay, given all the excuses, and raising all of my concerns. In the footer, I noticed I stated one thing. Despite being eager to learn, I was fearful. I would not be able to commit 100%. And as a result thereof, I would disappoint my company sponsor, DNC Debt Management, and I would also disappoint myself. So what was it? It was fear. What is fear? Fear is that dreadful, unpleasant feeling we create in our heads. That feeling so intense that we become reluctant to face any situation. Fear is that frog in your throat, eating at your vocal cords, like right now. And that knife slowly cutting away at your confidence. As a little girl, I knew this feeling all too well. As kids, we were told to be seen, not heard. I took it to the extreme. I did not want to be seen nor heard. I remember I used to speak to my family in this soft voice, even if they asked me the simplest of questions. And whenever we had visitors, I would run to my room. This continued up until I was in high school. If you're Afrikaans, you know what that means. My marks were always up to standard, which gave me the first position in my grade from grade 8 up until grade 12. I'm not bragging. It means I had to become involved with orals, attended spelling bees. I had to do math triathlons, so I know what you're talking about. But math, it's not nice. What I noticed was that the leaders would always nominate me, and it made me feel good, but yet so fearful, because I could not understand what do they see in me that I do not see in myself. What if I disappoint my school, my teammates? And what if I disappoint myself? I didn't think I was able to lead a team, to represent a school, or be a representative of any kind. I went to an Afrikaans medium school. So English was my additional language. Mrs. Viljoen was my English teacher. And I swear she either had it out for me or she saw potential in me. Because she would always nominate me to read in front of the class, recite poems. I always used to go first in orals. She had a lot of influence on the young lady and leader I was becoming. She shared a guidance, experience. She gave me direction. And now I know that she was my first mentor. Long story short, when I left high school, I was more confident, self-assured in my capabilities, and some even label that as a little bit arrogant. So clearly, someone had to help me lift up that bed, and see Georgina, the boogeyman is not under there. So I can't delve all of this into 5 minutes, but so 13 years along the line, I was exercising regularly. I went to life. I had just stable jobs. I obtained my degree. I had a beautiful daughter. But Robert Bow said, when life takes the wind out of your sails, it takes you to your oars. And it was 2020. 2020 is a year that we'd all like to forget. But for me, that year took away it took away the plasters that were covering these fearful sores, and it exposed gaping wounds. That feeling was back, but this time it was amplified by an invisible enemy threatening to take everything I hold dear to me. The fear caused anxiety attacks, a palpitating heart, racing thoughts. Not only was I isolated in my house, I was also isolated in my mind. Now, which leads me back to this program. After I sent that email to my manager, I was hoping he would tell me that give it another try, maybe next year. But little did I know that he was also Mrs. Koyun. He also became my work mentor. Unfortunately, he could not make it tonight because he resides in Johannesburg. So tonight, as I'm standing here on this final celebration, I had to share my journey as how I got here. I had to reflect hard on where my mindset was before I started this journey and what I've gained from it. I needed that confident woman back, and seeing how I had struggled in 2020, I prayed for changes, and maybe my prayers were being answered. So is the fear and anxiety gone? No, but I've learned through Kerry and Greg to validate those feelings. Narrow your focus, suspend your judgment. I can, through what I've learned about myself and others, be a great leader in my workplace, as a mother, as a friend, and to my community. I am continuously working hard and building relationships, advocating for what I believe in. So class of 2021, I would like to recite this little poem from Marian Wilson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be gorgeous, talented, fabulous, actually where you not to be? As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Thank you.